All right, I've spent countless hours digging deep into the world of open source AI, testing, building, breaking things, all so you don't have to. Today, you're getting the ultimate breakdown: what it is, why it's such a game changer for privacy and cost, and most importantly, how you can start building some seriously powerful AI agents on your own computer, like right now.
I mean, really think about that question. What if you could? Because that simple idea is the entire engine behind the open source movement. And you know what? It's not a hypothetical anymore. In this explainer, we're going to show you exactly how it's done.
Okay, here's the game plan. We're going to start with the basics. What is this stuff? Then we'll get real about the pros and cons. After that, we'll look at the actual toolkit you need, move on to building AI agents, and finally, see it all in action with some real-world demos. Let's get into it. First things first, let's make sure we're all on the same page. What are we actually talking about when we say open source AI? The easiest way to think about it is like AI with the hood popped wide open. Instead of just getting to drive the car, you get the keys to the whole garage. You can see the engine, you can tinker with it, you can swap out parts. You can even build a whole new car if you want to. And that's the huge difference right here. With closed-source models like GPT, everything is a black box. You send your private data to their servers through an API, and you get a result back. Open source completely flips that script. You download the model, you run it on your own machine, and you are in total control of your data. Now, for years, this didn't matter as much because, let's be honest, the closed-source models were just better, way better. But then came January 2025 and the release of DeepSeek R1. That was the moment everything changed. It was the first time an open-source model could go toe-to-toe with the giants, and boom, the floodgates just blew wide open. So now that we know open source can actually compete on performance, let's break down the real-world advantages and, yeah, the disadvantages of going this route. And wow, the advantages are pretty incredible. You get total control and privacy because nothing ever leaves your machine. You can customize the models to do exactly what you need. You're not locked into some super expensive corporate ecosystem. And for industries like finance or healthcare, the fact that you can actually audit the code is an absolute game changer. The pace of innovation is just mind-blowing, and it's happening all over the world. As this quote points out, a lot of the top-tier models are now coming out of China, which is just accelerating development everywhere. And remember, since you're running them locally, your data privacy is completely secure no matter where the model came from.
Okay, but let's be real, it's not a perfect world. There are some trade-offs. The setup is definitely more involved than just clicking a link. You are limited by how powerful your own computer is. And yeah, you're the one in charge of managing things like security and making sure it stays running.
But here's the crucial thing to understand. Those drawbacks are shrinking fast. The global open source community is relentlessly solving these problems. Things like quantization are making these massive models smaller and way more efficient, which means you don't need a supercomputer anymore to run incredibly powerful AI right on your laptop. All right, now for the really exciting part. What do you actually need to start building with this stuff? Let's look at this simple stock of tools that makes this whole thing possible. Honestly, it boils down to a super simple two-step process. Step 1, you pick a model. Right now, some of the heavy hitters are Kimi and Z.AI. Step 2, you use a free tool called a model manager, like Ollama. You literally just download the software, type in the name of the model you want, and it does all the heavy lifting for you. But just running a model locally, that's really only scratching the surface. The real magic, the part that changes everything, is when you go beyond a simple chatbot and start building what we call agentic systems. This is how you level up a model from something that just answers questions to a true personal assistant that can actually do things for you. We're talking about an AI that can check your calendar, search the web, analyze your files, and actually take action in the real world. And what's so wild is that you're using the exact same fundamental building blocks that the big, expensive corporate agents use. You've got your model managed by Ollama. Then you use orchestration tools like n8 if you don't want to code, or get this, even the same official SDKs from OpenAI and Google, which now actually support open source models. Okay, enough with the theory. Let's look at 2 real-world examples of what you can build today, one with no code at all and one for the developers in the audience. First up, let's build a powerful personal finance agent without writing a single line of code. Imagine this. You take your credit card statements, probably some of your most sensitive financial data, and you have an AI analyze them locally to find ways you can save money. Using a stack like this, the agent can read those PDFs right on your computer, categorize all your spending, and even suggest subscriptions to cancel. And the best part? That data never leaves your machine. It is 100% private and 100% free. Now, for all of you who are comfortable with a little bit of code, the possibilities get even more insane. Check this out. You can build a multi-agent system that becomes your personal email gatekeeper. It can sift through thousands of emails, automatically draft replies to the important stuff, and flag anything that looks like spam or a security risk. The benefit here is just enormous. You can process a huge volume of email for literally zero cost, and with the absolute certainty that no third-party company is scraping your private conversations. So the key takeaway here is really simple, but it's also incredibly profound. The biggest things holding people and companies back from diving into AI, these massive concerns about privacy and the prohibitive costs, are being systematically torn down by the open source community. This technology puts an unbelievable amount of power directly into your hands. The tools are here. They are free. They are more accessible than they have ever been. So really, the only question left to ask is, what are you going to